What's up, my people? I was just sitting here reflecting on something that we all familiar with, and that's the Miranda rights. When you get arrested, you read your Miranda rights. Everybody's familiar with those, whether you've been arrested or not. And the Miranda rights say you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney will be appointed to you free of charge. Then after they read you the rights, the officers will ask you, did you understand the rights as they was read to you or explained to you? Now the thing about the Miranda rights that really tells a tale. And if you actually think about it, from the beginning from the middle to the end, we're in a lose-lose situation because at the very beginning they tell you anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Their first agenda is to find something to use against you, not to find something or to use what you say to seek the truth, not to use what you say to seek justice or get a clear understanding about this situation. Their first agenda is to use anything you say against you. And then if you exercise your right to remain silent, they would use that as an admission or a suggestion of guilt. So off the rip, off the muscle, you are in a lose-lose situation. And just think how anything you say can and will be used against you, how it plays out through the whole process. You get indicted. Even if what you said didn't fit any admission of guilt, it didn't fit the circumstances of the case, they would manipulate the evidence to make your statement fit. You would get indicted on the fact that they would say, well, he could have been or she could have been. So now, once the indictment comes down, you have to fight to prove that you're innocent. Because their first agenda is to use anything you say against you. Their first agenda is to find something wrong. And it says in the Miranda rights, you got the right to remain silent, but if you do, we're going to find something wrong with that. And if you say something, we're going to find something wrong with that. And we're going to use that against you. Lose-lose situation. Because if the first thing they want to do is to find something to use against you, where's the justice? Where's the justice? Anything you say can and will be used against you is their first agenda. Where's the justice? I don't get it. I don't see it. Because that whole first sentence, that second sentence, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, tells it all. It reveals their motive from the get-go to use anything against you. And just think about how it plays out after that. How they can use fraudulent statements, how they can manipulate a statement and make evidence to fit the circumstances of what you said to fit the agenda of indictment and conviction. How they can do that and get away with it. They're telling you at the very beginning, we just want to find something to use against you. We're not trying to do nothing but get an indictment and conviction. Nothing else. Because at the end of the day, when you look at these states and even the federal government with these close to 100% conviction rates. You have to understand, even a plea bargain is a conviction. We know a guilty verdict is a conviction. You an innocent person, you go in there and you cooperate because you innocent. You ain't got nothing to hide. You a law-abiding citizen. You go in there and just talk to them, and the next thing you know, you indicted. Don't know how or why. You innocent. Because we all know there's plenty of innocent people locked up. They didn't execute innocent people. Still got innocent people on death row. Not everybody, but some. And we have a system that's all right with condemning, incarcerating, and even killing innocent people for the sake of so-called trying to get the guilty. You get the guilty because if you follow the laws and the procedural laws that are written and actually do your job, instead of trying to take shortcuts, you get the guilty. But no, we're going to lie our way to guilty verdicts. We're going to manipulate our way to guilty verdicts, whether this person is actually guilty or not. Because their first order of business, when you're accosted by the police, is to use anything you say against you and anything you do. How many times we seen the police pull somebody and say, "Oh, he acted nervous." How you act nervous? And then at the same token, everybody's nervous when the police pull up on them because they're so unpredictable. We have a right to be nervous right now when you got so many emotionally unstable people carrying badges and guns. So I don't have to necessarily. That don't mean because I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I done committed a crime. I'm nervous because I don't know if this fool is going to use anything I say or do to execute me right now, or to incarcerate me right now. Yes, we be afraid. Yes, we be nervous. But how is that probable cause to arrest, and even some cases to shoot? Now I was just thinking about that. Just thinking about that. That's all. I just wanted to share that with y'all because at the very beginning, encounters with the law enforcement, we're in a lose-lose situation.